Hello and welcome to the channel, and welcome back once again to City Skylines After Dark. I'm going to start off with a massive apology. I tried to keep this series coming out as regularly as possible. It was going to be every other day, but I kind of got swamped with stuff away from the channel, and then Vermintide and all of the kinds of things came up, so I've been trying to get that out because I only had that access to that for a limited time, whereas I have unlimited access to After Dark. So, in the last video, we did quite a bit. Quite an impressive amount, actually. But then, a lovely viewer made me aware of something that I didn't know. And I really like when people do this, because I have a habit of overlooking things because, well, I'm an idiot. We'll go with that. I'm dreadful. So, I was unaware, but thankfully I've now been told this, that tourism and specialisation, if you actually put tourism, I had failed to notice that you can also put that again on commercial areas, and they will then become hotels and restaurants, and that attracts tourists. So I can add shops to this area and turn them all into hotels. See? And that is kind of great because it means that I can make this area all of a sudden very attractive for high. Just get rid of all of this commercial need, hopefully. Got a big old high street here. We've got a bus stop and taxi rank and everything all sitting there. Then we can get this zone. And we can just make this zone just a little bit bigger, like that. We'll cover the whole area just in case we want to fill this up a bit more. And then we can also drop, now because we've got that tourism specialisation over here, all these things are going to become hotels and special restaurants and stuff that will attract tourists. Which overall to me seems like a very good idea. Plus, if I then buy this section of highway, I can make a direct highway connection over here. Adding onto that there's a train line there. I could also put a train line here, so there'll be loads of ways to get into the city here, directly into this tourist section. Does that not sound absolutely fantastic? Because I think it does. But then, as we already know, I get excited about really strange things. So, it might work and it might not. Did we put down a university? We did. Right, we do have a university. High school coverage. What's our high school coverage like? I mean, it's not great over here, but apparently we do actually have capacity for people. It's just the fact that there's not really much access to it this end. So it could be worth putting one down. I feel like I will. Just for the increased chance that people are actually going to be educated. And pretty much the same again with schools again. So I'm just going to put a little elementary school there as well. Just so that everyone's fairly well educated. It should cover a few of the problems later on. And now I would like to make this area worth more. But it looks like it's probably going to work anyway because all of these tourism things are increasing the actual land value. So the land value here is actually already pretty good. So I think maybe a couple of parks would only help that. But I don't know. I mean, a basketball court's always fun. Right, let's think. This is a tourist place. What do you want in a tourist place? I mean, a magical theme park seems like a great idea, but we already have one over there, so we want a large playground. Right, let's face it, there's going to be tourists coming, they're going to have kids. So a large playground makes sense. So let's drop a large playground there. Now we want something a bit smaller. Carousel, sort of like near the beach somewhere. Can we fit it anywhere along here? Not really. Not really. I mean, we could put it up this way. Sure, why not? We'll put it up there. That'll do for now. That should make the land value there pretty damn good. Or at least near enough. Hopefully it should help. So now we've got these awesome huge buildings appearing. With, I'm assuming that says hotel. Yeah, from far away you can see it, but close up you can't. It says hotel. So we've got these awesome hotels that are running nice and functional from the looks of it. See what else we got down here. Let's try and get... So we've got these cool little, like, restaurants here. There's still buildings going up and upgrading and one thing and another, so... You got your standard ice cream place there. Some souvenirs. There's some more Blue Waves Hotel. We've got a lot of hotels coming up as well. Doing some little discount sales shop, apparently. Interestingly enough. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, this probably isn't the best thing you want to see right outside your hotel. Big wind turbines, but I suppose it could be worse. So there we go. So yeah, hopefully that's going to help increase our profits. And I've just realised I need to speed the game up so that while I'm talking nonsense, the game will be earning lots of money so that we can actually make use of things. Oh yeah, I forgot we had our little crazy bike track, which is working really well. Look at all these fellas go. My god. I didn't think it was going to be quite that popular. Awesome. Very awesome. Okay, let's look at our land. So we do actually own this section already. I must have bought that last time and completely forgotten. Which works out really well for us because I want to make this as an access point into the city as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to need a pretty big island coming off here somewhere along the line. And then obviously I've got to also try and sort out this as well. Right, there's lots of things here that I've used at some point that I don't really remember what they are. This was a very good one, I remember. I remember this being quite useful. But the question is it still useful, or would it be easier if I just made use of one of these? No, I prefer using I prefer using that first one that I was just using. I like this. I'm comfortable with this. Okay, let's try and sort this out. So let's just take this road away here. And sort of drop that sort of there. Now, we need a highway. See which way am I coming again? That way. So you need to go to there. You need to go to there. And you need to go to there. But apparently you can't quite do that. Maybe you're just slightly too close, possibly. No. What's the problem? I think this sort of intersection thing's kind of broke. Hold on. Hold on. We'll rework it, don't worry. I will try and rework it. Oh, it did lock and then it... There. Right, and then what was it? Page down to bring it down? Yeah, there you go. So we sort of bring it like that. There we go. There we go. Right, it's kind of fixed. Now then. I think just a small roundabout will work for this. And then I'll sort of upgrade it. So if I put that kind of there. And then if we upgrade these roads like that. We should be able to just delete these for now. And then I want... Right, so they come up here. So we want to have an exit directly off this. And also kind of on. So we want to page down and then sort of loop it back round like that. And then alternatively we want to come around this way. Sort of like that. And then bring it up and connect it back onto there. That looks horribly messy, but it kinda works. And I don't think I need to connect anything else for now. We'll keep an eye on it and just watch how that sort of works. At the minute it looks like people are using it more so to cross to the other side of the highway, but that's fine. it still should just take away just a tiny bit of traffic. Even if it's minute, I don't mind. I really don't mind. That can still work for me. It's getting a bit of use, so that's cool. That's fine. Now, what else can we do? Is there any other modes of transport that we have now? We have the metro, that's already set up. We've got taxis, they're already set up. We've got the bus route over there, that's already set up. So, I think we're just going to have to increase the living, really, because that's the biggest need we have right now. So, let's make a slightly more high value area, I want to say, over here. Where we're going to use a lot of like high residential stuff. And I want to try and really up the land value and use probably slightly bigger roads as well. I think we'll just stick with 4. Do we want a bus lane on it as well? Or do I just want the trees? I mean, the trees are better in the sense of they're decorative and it's going to make the noise pollution less. Yeah, okay, we're going to keep with this. Alright, we've got the free build on, so we'll sort of bring that around there. We're going to do a really tight turn there and come back up this end here. And then we're going to sort of come loop back in a little bit and then come up here and sort of link onto that road over here. Then we're going to have another road coming off here, coming down towards this corner. We're sort of going to loop next to the highway here. So people aren't going to be too happy that live down this end, but I'll try and put shops and that sort of thing down this way. I think we may even just do a full loop there. And then from here we can sort of bring it across and back up onto there. So it's not a big expansion, but it should help a little bit. And as ever, of course, we need to make sure we have our water. So we'll sort of do something like that. And something like that. And some lovely messy pipes as always. There you go. I don't know why I always connect them up. You have literally no need of connecting them up, but I always do. Right, some high residential. We're going to start with the high residential around here. Let's get the brush out. Get the brush out. Right, I don't want to go too close to this, because this makes a lot of noise. If I remember rightly. If I actually look at the garbage, this is one of my recycling things, which is a mod that I installed. You can see here that it's going to just be touched on that corner. So we want shops around that corner area. And then we want the same again. So we want to only bring the actual houses up to probably about there. Like that. Then we want to have some high commercial on this sort of edge here. Right. Then we want to go back to residential. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to try and put some offices down this sort of end as well. So we're going to sort of carry on bringing our high residential down this line here, because that's pretty much all that I want there. Then in this centre I want a lot of things to sort of increase the land value around here, because we're going to need quite a lot to stop people being upset with this area, because this area is not the best. So we're going to try and make it as nice for them as physically possible. That might help. They look fairly pleased with that. And again, we'll just put something else maybe there, just to really sort of spark up this area quite well. That should do. Now, apparently we can also build a prison now. So, what the prison is a correctional facility to transform criminals into law-abiding citizens. Police stations have jails to hold criminals for a short time, but a prison is needed to rehabilitate them. Okay. So, I think I'm going to put this... Oh dear God, this has gone to hell. It seems like people are now getting so educated that this is just a wasteland. So it makes perfect sense to actually start thinking about putting a jail up here, I think. So we're going to have a road sort of coming off here, like that, I think. And we're going to drop a jail on it. I'm assuming that is noise pollution. Right, so actually this needs to be right the way over here, in fact. So we're going to bring a road off here instead. And we'll sort of do that. And then we are going to put down a police station, prison. And apparently this is all too much on a slope. Oh, there you go. We can put it right there. Needs to be connected to water. There you go. And power also helps. It does actually help quite a lot. So there you go. Have some power. So we now have a prison. It's pretty cool looking building. So apparently now any criminals we get will actually be sort of rehabilitated, which is kind of awesome. Right, so is this just not enough workers? Yes, it is. Right, so there's not enough workers around here, so we either need some sort of lower wealth people that are more willing to work in factories, or we just need to maybe change the entire area to offices now. Maybe that's probably a good place to start, is actually just start changing all this to offices instead. If we were to actually just delete all this area, I know it sounds like suicide at the start because we instantly lose loads of money, but therefore there's technically jobs then that will be shared out that people can go to, and then we'll turn all this into offices instead. I don't know if this is going to work. I'd like to believe this is going to work. Oh my god. What the fuck? If we haven't seen it, it's not happening. Let's go back over to here. This is nice. Oh my god. The After Dark expansion looks fucking beautiful. Look at it, particularly once you get these huge buildings. I mean, look, they stand out from a mile away. Yeah, small city. So we can now get hydro down, we can get trains now. High-rise ban, high-tech housing. High-tech housing's quite a nice one if you're willing to lose a bit of money for it, which we've already taken a massive drop on money, so I'm not quite confident to do that just yet. Right, let's get the speed back up so we can kind of really see what needs work. I think we're going to carry on slowly turning this into offices because it seems like that's just the way the city's going. So we are going to de-zone this entire section here as well. I feel kind of bad because some of these factories have been with us for a long time. But, you know, it's time for change. So offices are slowly moving in. And hopefully that's going to start to help. More people are hopefully going to be more willing to work in offices. And that's going to help us in the long run. Now, fire seems to be being a bit of an issue around here. So we've got quite a bit of good coverage over here, but we have no coverage up here. So I think this is a good time for that to exist. Now the problem is, that's one way. That is a problem. So what we need to do here is change this particular road to two-way. Just down this single stretch here. We'll keep this as one way as best as we can. Right, so now if I look at my fire coverage, is that better? Right, that is better. Right, and we need another one really down here. Because down here is not great either. So we need to put something like that. That's pretty good coverage. And I think I'll have just a small one up here somewhere. I thought I just saw somewhere on the seafront that could have it, but apparently not. So I'll put it there. And that gives a pretty nice bit of coverage for down there. And the centre's not great. The centre is not great at all. Someone's going to have to lose a house. I'm sorry guys, but that's just the way it is. Where gives the best coverage? probably there. Like, as I said, it's still not great, but it's better. So we'll leave it at that. Right, we need more shops. People still want more shops, so more shops they will have. We already know that people still want to move in, so we're going to sort of fill up this area along here. Like that. And then from there, I should be able to start adding some commercial that I want to have running round here. Like that. And then again, we'll keep sort of bringing that across. We kind of need access to the city from here. I feel like I could make better use of this. Because this seems to be the focal point of where people want to get in. They want to get into this bit, and then they want to get into this bit. So we basically need an island here to filter traffic to sort that out. We're also apparently having trouble with trash, so we are going to try and once again solve the trash problem, which this entire area is on too much of a slope, which is incredibly annoying. Slope is too steep. Yes, I know we can build trains. Please calm down. Please calm down. Okay. Right, let's just try and fix this. I'm going to do another dreadful, messy solution again. Because it kind of works. And that's enough for me to be willing to try and get this to work. So that needs to go sort of there. Highway. And you go that way, and you go that way, and you go just to there, and you go just to there. Right, again, I want to have, please stop telling me about trains. I know the trains exist. You are fine. Don't need to be told this. Right, highway, upgrade the road. So we'll turn all this into that. We will then delete these little off-roads. This was, what, 4-lane thing? So we'll sort of do that. And then we want to have areas coming off here. And then sort of page down. I would want 3 roads for a start. Oh, that is messy, but it's gonna have to work. It is messy, and I'm not terribly happy about that. It looks really, really ugly, but it's just gonna have to do for now. Let's get another sort of small road across here. I just want to see if I can find somewhere that's just flat enough to have some sort of anywhere here that's just anywhere at all that could work. Right, water. We can hook you up with water, that's not a problem. Might as well just cover that bit as well. Right. The power is sort of working. We don't need that bit though now, so we can delete that little bit there. Right, we have a little one-way road that comes off that, so I'm going to sort of bring that around and hook it back to there. There you go. Right, traffic is now coming in this way as well. Hopefully that's going to start. Right, there is less pressure here already. That's a good sign. Now, we still need things down here. Where was the nearest metro station to here? It was around this way, wasn't it? There. I mean, that's quite a trek. I don't know if people are going to be willing to walk that far. I'm not sure. Maybe they will. We've got a few places that are having a problem with not having educated workers. I knew this was going to become a problem. Right, elementary school is now an issue, and down here is the issue, so let us fix the issue immediately. That really should be giving you enough coverage. Apparently we're still just not at capacity, and that's the major problem. So we'll sort of put one sort of around there. Right, apparently now I have capacity. High schools. Ooh, we're kind of just about in capacity, but it's kind of tight. So we'll put one there, and that should sort that little problem out. And the uni, we've got absolutely loads, but loads of people who can go to uni are just can't really get there, which is why I've put all the public travel there, but it's still not quite working. But alas, what can you do? Right, people have sort of settled down with the factories now. I'm going to put down a few more offices along this stretch here just to start filling it out, because we want to make use of the space. And I might as well actually go all the way to the edge of that and also go down the edge of this as well. So there we go, we can have some nice offices as well. I wonder if there's any sort of industrial thing towards the tourism. Does it do anything, or is it literally just commercial zones? No, it's just commercial. Okay. I kind of feel like we should have a little section on here, maybe a road that comes off up here, and then make another zone that's like a leisure zone, and have loads of commercial stuff there, so that they're 24/7, so that like the tourists that are staying in, I don't know if this simulation would work, that the tourists that are staying in the hotel then also have like a nightlife scene there as well, so this area just becomes a big profit zone. It might work, I don't know. I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Not enough customers. We've got a nightclub there, but apparently, apparently there is now customers. So there we go. Problem solved. So other than a few education problems here and there, we're pretty good actually. There's not too many warning beacons telling me that I need to really pay much attention, which is good. We're earning a hefty sum at the minute, which is even better. How's our trash down this end? It's quite good across the board actually, which is nice. Trains. Now, when I did trains last time, I found they were really not worth it. So I'm kind of tempted to not put one in. Now, there's sort of simple inner city metro. Small inner city metro. I kind of want to put simple. And put it right next to these shops. Let's do it. And then let's just bring that line to there. And then bring that line to there. And then delete this line completely. Like that. And then we also want to add a sort of stop there. There you go. So now the metro is going to continue on its way, and now this place have a direct metro area to them, which should hopefully immediately look, it's helping immediately. Look at them flock to it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I feel like public travel around here is going to work quite well. So maybe we'll also drop a taxi rank right next door. Why not have all the public travel in one place? Does taxi rank really get used? It is getting used. So I think we'll leave it at that for now. Can't really remember where my buses were. Right, here you go. So citizens use the bus quite a lot. Metro is sort of catching up. And taxis not really that many. So the bus is quite popular, so maybe getting a bus route down here wouldn't be a bad shout actually. Maybe that'd be something to consider. Right, we still apparently need to make more high commercial. Maybe we'll do that just there. And I'll have some more residential running up there. Very nice. There you go, that seems to have sorted out the demand. You know what, let's just fill this whole thing in commercial. It just makes most sense just to fill it up. There we go. This place looks bloody gorgeous now. I like how they've kind of got like these different elements of lighting to them. Kind of cool. Lighting plays such a cool part in this expansion. And it's amazing about just the difference it actually makes to the actual sort of tone to it. My god, my need for industrial is getting insane. I don't seem to be able to keep up with the demand. So, maybe I should fill up this area a bit more? I'll make use of this sort of space that we have right here. We've got space along here, I might as well make use of it. So we'll sort of fill that up and see how that fares. Probably the same down here as well. Just to really fill that up. Hopefully that sort of helps, and demand for commercials going up again. Oh, it's looking... It's getting there though. This little area is basically full now. Unless we do a few redesign. We can probably squeeze a few more little bits here and there, but I think it's going to be time that we start... Particularly since I've got this and this island here. Particularly here, I mean, this is a beautiful little area for building, I think. So maybe our next expansion will be here so that our sort of tourism area is right in the centre. And that'd be a good idea. So maybe next time we'll start fleshing this area out. Right. That has been some more City Skylines After Dark. Let me know if you still want to carry on seeing this, and I'll try and get you some more videos out. Next time we're gonna, as I say, we're probably going to focus on building up this area and probably still tweaking this as well, just because. So yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Oh, I've just realised. Did I make that right? Yes, that is right. Ignore me, I got briefly distracted there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy this. Drop me any comments, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And we have power issues. My god, it's all going horribly wrong. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. I'll be with you in just a moment. You know what? I think we're just going to have to hook them up on the mountain. Let's just make use of this area here and just absolutely spam them along here. Like that. Just spam them all the way along. We'll have a big old wind farm sitting up here. This isn't particularly very good because they're all over the place in how many megawatts they're giving off, but there you go. Connected. Power for all. Oh, and water's a problem as well. We will sign off properly in a second, guys. I am getting there. I think that's already connected now, and that should already be connected as well. Is that right? Is that connected? It's connected. And I've only just this second got a water treatment plant, so that also needs to happen as well. And crematoriums. That's all for next time. So, I need to pause. I need to pause before anything else exciting happens. Right. That's been some more City Skylines. As I already said before, we're just going to go now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.